I get this call all the time, if not daily. A client calls in and says, hey, I've got this IRA and I either heard you speak or someone had given me your card or I was on your website, and if I'm not mistaken, I can self-direct this IRA, right? Now, everything I'm about to tell you may seem new, but hold up, follow me for a minute. I'm gonna tell you why 90% of my calls may start off in one direction, but by the time I'm done, it ends up in a totally different direction. 9 times out of 10, it's because my clients think they understand what it is they want, but when I share with them just a small amount of information, they realize, wow, there's a lot that I didn't know. And I'm about to explain to you changed the game for me. Not only just for me, but also for my clients. I had to unlearn some things, reprogram the way I looked at money, my goals, and in doing that, I uncovered options I didn't even know existed. No one I knew was talking about this. And I'm gonna break this down for you right about now. Donnell Stidham, Self-Directed Retirement Plans. So let me step back for a minute and help you understand how I got here. Like most real estate investors, you're always looking for capital to be able to invest with. When I learned that you could actually access your retirement funds to be able to invest in real estate, I questioned it heavily, because it was my understanding that if you were ever to touch your retirement dollars prior to retiring, you'd be heavily taxed and penalized. Well, the truth is, I just didn't know what I didn't know. You can absolutely self-direct a previous employer's plan, penalty-free and tax-free. So once I became educated, I became eager to educate others. Matter of fact, I was overly excited to be able to educate others. I wanted to be able to share this information to as broad of an audience as possible and as quickly as possible, because it did 2 things for me. One, it allowed me to retain that which I had just learned. But in addition, it forced me to dig into the details and better understand not just what I could do with my retirement dollars, but why I was able to do so and what are the challenges for being able to do it efficiently. So in the process of educating myself, I really focused my attention on not just how I could retain this information, but how I could educate others. The key to being able to invest in what you want when you want is becoming properly structured. So when I get this call from potential clients on wanting a self-directed IRA, what they don't realize is the only reason they want an IRA is because that's what they heard, or that's what someone told them they needed. They really don't understand why. And so when I ask a very simple question, why do you want an IRA? They go, because I want to invest in real estate. Well, what they don't realize is not only can you invest in real estate with an IRA, you can invest in real estate using any qualified pension plan. An IRA just happens to be the easiest one. Oh, and by the way, the large financial institutions want you to have a self-directed IRA. Why? Because they can continue to get paid off it. They can nickel and dime you to death, pick away at your IRA using transaction fees and balance fees and all sorts of different transactions that you don't even pay attention to, because they're minor, they're small, but they're slowly picking away at your IRA. Most people don't realize that a self-directed 401k will serve the same needs. And even more, if we were talking about contribution limits, your contribution limits for an IRA, $6,000 and $7,000, depending on your age. For a 401k, it's $19,000 and $25,000. Oh, and by the way, if you know anything about a 401k, you have the ability to match. You have the ability to do what's called profit sharing. And that's putting away an additional 25% of your income up to $36,000. So if I have an IRA and I can only put in $6,000 to $7,000 a year, but I have a 401k that I can put in way more than that, why would I want an IRA at all? Oh, and by the way, most of my clients want to invest in real estate, right? Well, there's this little thing called UBIT, Unrelated Business Income Tax, UBIT. Well, UBIT applies to real estate leveraged inside of an IRA. But guess what? UBIT does not apply with real estate leveraged inside of a 401k. UBIT is a tax on your profits. It's a 37% tax. Having a 401k versus an IRA is like getting a 37% profit by just simply having a different plan. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with an IRA. There's nothing wrong with a self-directed IRA, because it may turn out that is the best option for you depending on your situation. But the key here is most of us don't know what we don't know. My goal is to provide you with the proper information to allow you to be able to maximize your opportunity. The key to being able to invest in what you want when you want is becoming properly structured. So go ahead and subscribe. And if you know anyone that can use this information, share this out. But regardless, join me on this journey. Let's all become self-directed.